Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are unboxing and taking a look at the Heart's Path Tarot. This is by Liz Dean, illustrated by Kat Fedora, a 78 card deck and guidebook published by Hay House. Thank you so much to Hay House for sending this my way. I am very excited as I really do love Liz Dean's work. So this retails for $29.99 in the US and $39.99 in Canada. And as always, I will link where you can legitimately purchase this down in the description box below. Okay, your heart knows the way. It's time to follow its path. These 78 beautifully illustrated cards connect you with your intuition, your heart's intelligence, so you can transform past experiences into insight, practice self-love, and uncover your innate truth. Whether you seek guidance in love, your career, or any other life area, the Heart's Path Tarot realigns your head with your heart so that you can truly listen to the wisdom within. All right, let's open her up. Oh, okay. May your heart be a door, a silver fox, a midnight roam, a will-o'-the-wisp, a whisper at dawn's opening. May your heart's wisdom call out to you, loud as 100 crows. May you be guided to know your heart's desire and forever follow. Okay, we have a ribbon, the guidebook, and the cards. Oh, they are a bigger size. Nice. Put that over there. We're going to take a look at the guidebook first to see if there's anything important we need to know and, give it a go. All right. So it looks like there's a lot of information here, especially about the contents of the deck, setting an intention, and we do have suggested spreads. Oh, nice. Okay, so each card has its own page number listed. I love that. Okay. I have an introduction. I love a backstory. We got tarot history. When you read tarot from the heart rather than the head, magic happens. Ideas and insights flow. You feel at one with the universe and with yourself, so everything becomes possible. You notice signs and synchronicities. You find that you can make meaning from your past experiences and trust your intuition. In this way, working with your cards go beyond reading them. You naturally become more aware of your truth and your heart's desires, which benefits you and your relationships too. Love that. Okay, we have creating a reading space, attuning to your deck, rituals before you read. We also have heart attunement and heartbeat attunement. Oh, this is really nice. Okay, setting an intention. So we have a daily card, 3 card spreads with different examples, Heart's Path reading, choosing your cards, interpreting your cards, talking about the future, meanings at a glance. Wow, okay. Lots of really great information already. Okay, and then it goes into the interpretations, which we will get to after the flip through. Okay, I'm quite excited. The back of the deck. Pretty greens. Hay House cardstock, not too thick, not too thin, very flexible. It's a matte. Nice. Okay. Cute. I love the little pulling of him back from the cliff. This is a neat art style. It feels very free. Ooh. I like that interpretation. Oh, she's grounded and rooted down. Love that. Oh, this is really nice imagery so far. It still feels very fresh. High Priest instead of the Hierophant. The Heart's Path instead of the Lovers. Ooh, I like this a lot. A very gentle death. And already this feels very gentle, which I would assume so with the title and the description. I love the duality there with the Lover's card. Beautiful. Her hair turning into water. Love. Oh, we have a tiger in the moon. I love all the different representation that we see here with the different ages, the different skin colors, ethnicities. Love that. Wonderful. Okay. Off to a really great start here with the art. It feels very simple, but very impactful, if that makes sense. And simple, not a negative meaning at all, but it's just very clear to interpret. Oh, I love that. Backyard goals. A Selkie. Oh. I like that interpretation of the Eight of Cups. And the Ten of Cups. Oh, I love that. Oh, yeah. This is great. Okay, next is Wands. Ooh, that's like, that is a type of imagery I haven't seen for a Three of Wands before. Like a portal like that. Oh, cute. Stop. I can't. This is my favorite card of the deck so far. Cats on brooms. I love it. Oh my gosh. If you don't know, I have 3 cats and a dog, so I have an affinity for the cat imagery. I really am enjoying how this artist is interpreting. Not only for the theme of it, but for the, you know, the Rider-Waite Smith, Pamela Coleman Smith imagery and archetypes and symbolism. It feels very unique. Grounded, but fantastical. Swords. I like that interpretation. Yeah, it feels very gentle and loving. Definitely heart-focused, heart-centered. Oh. The symbolism of the vulture for this is great. And we saw a lot of birds in this suit. Fantastic. Lots of air symbology. Okay, pentacles. Precious. Love. Yeah, I really enjoy this deck. This was beautifully illustrated. Oh yeah, shuffle's great. I do want to try side by side because sometimes it's easier on my hands with a bigger deck. Yeah, it's not bad doing it this way. It's going to take some adjusting. Let's see one more time. I'm glad this is on the thinner side cardstock when it comes to having a bigger size deck. To shuffle, it makes it easier. Okay. And overhand is fine. Yeah, shuffle's great overhand. Okay, we're going to read for the Fool. Just a reminder. Okay, the Fool. Keywords being innocence, beginnings, outset, birth, potential, risk, journeys, idealism, dreams, adventure, and foolishness. Description. At sunrise, a youth steps off a cliff as if he can walk on air. He carries a white rose, symbol of innocence, and a simple knapsack. The blood-red feather in his hair symbolizes new life. His dog tugs at his trouser leg, trying to warn him that the known path has come to an end. In your reading, As card 0, the Fool means a beginning. The Fool is all about potential. After all, his number 0 is the shape of an egg, so the card offers you multiple possibilities. For some, the Fool is a rebirth, a time for reinvention and fresh impetus, for zest and youthfulness regardless of age. You may also sense a need to break with conformity, to assert your agency, and break new ground. This opportunity, however, is not without risk, as you may be tempted to overlook potential hazards. In your enthusiasm, you may idealize a venture or offer. So before committing, give yourself more than a moment to assess the pitfalls. If you take that leap, it has to feel right. Naturally defer to your instincts rather than overthinking the possible outcomes. In work, the card often reveals a new job, project, or creative opportunity. In love, you trust your heart and follow the spark of new attraction. There's no need to overthink it. As the Fool steps into an unknown world, you may also experience the card as a physical journey. The Heart's Path Guidance. This is the beginning of a new and beautiful adventure or life phase. If you allow yourself to be a beginner again, you gain a fresh perspective and a new connection with yourself. A true leap of faith is a feeling, a surge that rises from deep within. Embrace the freedom. Love. I love that there's a description that goes over like the symbolism that is important in the card. I love that it talks about different ways that this will be, that could be meaning in the deck, in the reading. I love that this also, shows you what it could mean in your spread, in your particular reading, what you're reading about, love, work, general, whatever it means. And then it has a Heart's Path guidance that is specific to this deck. Love that. I love the art style. I mean, Liz Dean, she's written countless books at this point that I have read and loved, and I enjoy her take and her perspective on tarot. This deck is definitely her meanings and her insight. Love that. So I was expecting nothing less than to enjoy her guidebook. I'm pleased and thrilled with the art style. I think it was done in a way that is relatable, grounded, yet has that air of fantasy to it. Very gentle, very loving, very caring of a deck. Definitely a daily deck that you can use, or you can legitimately use it for specific purposes, such as, connecting with your heart, what your heart is wanting to guide you towards, that sort of a thing. This is my favorite card out of the whole deck. That's so cute. I just am thrilled with the overall theme of it and how it was implemented and executed. So with that being said, I would now love to know what you think about this deck. Is this something that you are excited about? Do you really enjoy Liz Dean's work? What are all your thoughts? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you've made it this far in the video, drop a heart emoji to let me know you have. Thank you so much to Hay House for sending this my way. I am very excited to dive deep into this. And thank you all for hanging out with me today. I love you and I like you. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.